we'll start with an opening statement from you, Coach Levy.
Well, we knew we had to take care of the ball against them. Half their points, or more than half their points in the first half, resulted off of our turnovers. They had 29 total points, 15 of those were in a direct result to us turning it over. That was the biggest key in the game, and it proved out to be that way. If you allow a team to come in and feel comfortable, get on a roll, then it's difficult to come back. We did a great job of clawing our way back, but made them feel at ease at the beginning. Tisha had a tremendous second half, I thought. We need her to have two halves like that. And our team needs to play the entire game like we did the fourth quarter. I thought our fourth quarter effort was tremendous, both offensively, defensively. We started to execute a little better. We took care of the ball for the most part. And with that, we made a game of it. But you can't wait until the very end to do that. Arlington's arrival, they came in, they're fired up, and you got to match that with intensity and focus.
Coach, what about the effect of just their size? They were, they started 6'5" and 6'3" in there. How did that affect you in terms of the turnovers?
I don't think the turnovers occurred for the most part down low. They occurred out top. Zero did a great job of getting her hands out there. So our guards were turning it over out on the perimeter rather than on the inside. I thought that we needed to take it to their big kids even more. They are large, but I think we had the advantage, and Tisha showed that the second half. When we got the ball into her, she was able to score. Acuna was able to score. So I felt confident we could score against them regardless of their size. And as the stats prove out, Tisha had 12 and Acuna had 10. So we were scoring on the inside on their big kids.
Coach, we've had now 4 or 5 games in the span of we've had 4 or 5 games in the span of a week. Do you think, in the stats today, it showed that the girls were a little bit off? Do you think maybe they were just tired from so many?
I don't think we were tired. I think we didn't have focus at the beginning. I was concerned about it at shoot-around. I didn't see it, and we started out the game that way. I think we were thinking too much about going home for Christmas, to be quite frank, but at the D1 level, you can't afford to do that. You have to be ready each and every game, and the Christmas will take care of itself after the game.
Tisha, how do you think you guys played this overall tonight? I mean, it's a very tough team, very physical. You guys were right there at the end, a couple of possessions. How do you feel like the things went for you tonight?
I felt like in the beginning, when we started, I felt like we did have the energy, the intensity. We played defense really well in the beginning, but I think after a while is when we just stopped, playing. First of all, the defense took care of itself, I feel like, with us. It's just, I feel like the turnovers is what affected us mentally, just took us out of our game completely, enforcing shots and stuff like that. But in the beginning, I think our effort was okay. As the first half went on, of course we went down, and then once the second half started, that's when we started to pick it up and really really playing the game.
Do you agree with the coach who was talking about maybe a lack of focus?
Yes, yes. Yeah. I do agree that there was a lack of focus. I feel like, but like I said, in the beginning, I feel like we were all on the same page. Mm-hmm. But as the game went on, the turnovers and everything else started to really just, put us at a stop at one point in the game. And really that's what affected us, I feel like. And that's where the focus is, where it went down the drain.
Just looking at this for the entire game, 22 of their points came off of our turnovers. That's almost half their points. So it shows you our defense was there, but taking care of the ball is a big part of playing the game, and you do have to concentrate and you have to be aware. You got to use ball fakes. You got to move, and that's where I thought the focus was there today.
Was there anything that Coach told you guys or said maybe in a huddle in the fourth quarter that kind of sparked?
I mean, Luby, when he knows that there's a moment to get in us, he will. I mean, at the end of the day, he's doing his job. All we got to do is just sit there and listen, and get the concept and get what he wants us to do and do it, execute and stuff like that. So, all we can do as his athletes is just listen to him and just execute and not just do our own thing on the court.
Any other questions?
Looked like Acuna shot had a chance there at the very end, Coach. I mean,
She's been shooting the three well in practice, and felt comfortable with her taking the shot, and felt comfortable with Dukes taking that long shot also. So she made one at halftime the other day. So had our chances, but again, you can't turn it over 26 times and allow a team 22 points off your turnover. Yeah, if you take that away from them, we did an absolutely phenomenal job in half court defensively. So I'm pleased there. But you got to play both ends. So we'll get it together. We've got Christmas, and then we've got two games in our tournament here. I think it's Texas Southern and then Bowling Green, and we'll be ready.
Ready for conference play as well?
We got another week after that, so one at a time, and then we'll start thinking about that. Hitting the road in conference is difficult. Every game in conference is a battle. You've got to get ready, so these types of games are going to help us get ready for conference play.
Any more questions? Thanks,
All
Coach.
right, thanks, everyone. Merry Christmas.